Good morning. All right, welcome back to my channel. So today is gonna be kind of a day in the life, full day of eating. So let's make some breakfast. First on the agenda is coffee, always. Let's see if we can set this up right here. Will that work? That'll be okay. All right. So to be honest, I did wake up later than I wanted to. It is 10 o'clock. I would have loved to have woken up. My first alarm went off at 7:30, I think. So that obviously didn't turn out well. But that's okay. All right, yeah, filter. So on the 600 carb diet, grams a day diet, I pretty much have to try and get at least, I shoot for around 800 calories every meal. Breakfast, I'm okay with 600, but it's typically around 800 to 1,000. My phlegm has been off the chain. So good. I had a headache yesterday. Let's get a little more water. So if you ever heard of Greg Doucette, we're gonna be making his French toast this morning. It's just a really easy way to get a lot of carbs and a lot of protein in. You can kind of eat a lot, obviously depending on how many calories are in the bread that you use, but you can typically use or eat a lot. All right, coffee is brewing. So for his French toast, already got some kind of pre-made a little bit. So this is what it kind of looks like right here. All right. So in that we have, and I'll kind of show you the end result later, but it's got egg whites, carton egg whites, some cinnamon, vanilla extract, and then a bit of stevia, which is 0 calorie sweetener. So I will show you that when we start making it. All right, so we've got our French toast working. This is what it looks like right there. Got a little mixture over there ready to go. So, just in case you're wondering, you can pretty much use any bread that you want, but I found Arnold's Italian. You see that? It's Italian bread. It's super low calorie. It's only 100 calories. It has 19 grams of carbs, 4 grams of protein, and less than 1 added sugar. Less than 1 gram of added sugar, which I really like. It's also like, it just absorbs really good. So like compared to, I did, who was his name? Who's his name? I use, what's his name? Dave's Killer Bread. One, that was just too thin, but also, well, because it was so thin, it fell apart really easy. You know what I mean? And you want thick. You want thick. Who doesn't want thick? Who doesn't want thick? So I got this Italian bread instead because it was like a nice, like 1-inch thickness, if not even more. Also, can we just appreciate this for a moment? name a better sound. I'll wait. Cheers while we watch our French toast bake. So let's talk. Aiden, why didn't you get a coach for prep? Why are you changing your prep all of a sudden? Wouldn't it have been smart to just go ahead and go with a prep coach? And yeah, it would have been. But here's the thing. I did not want to pay for a coach, and be real honest. Already having to save money for grad school to go to London, paying for a coach was just not something that I wanted to have to worry about. So instead, also it's kind of an ego thing. I wanted to see how well I could do doing everything on my own. So but I did get kind of nervous though, because the first 2 weeks, well, first the first week, at 12 weeks, I started cutting to 2,600, like I said in the previous video, 2,600 calories. But in that week, I started at like 180, 181. I had already lost like 2 pounds. And I realized that I just could not keep that up for, 10 more weeks, 11 weeks before peak week, because I'm already below 10% body fat anyway, or I put myself around like 8 or 9. And I didn't take into account, like most people or most guys who are starting prep started at like a much higher body fat percentage than I do, because they come off of off season where they were bulking the whole time. And I didn't take that into account. So after talking to a few friends who've competed before, and after sitting down with my professor who, like I said in the previous video, he does powerlifting, he's a registered dietitian, he has his PhD in nutrition. I asked him, I was just like, what do you think I should do? And he recommended tripling my carbs to 600 grams, upping my calories to 3,400, and just kind of seeing what that did to my body for 2 weeks. I get why though, because increasing your carbs that much is going to raise your RMR, which is your resting metabolic rate. And so if you raise kind of the base of your RMR, once you end up cutting, the idea is that you cut fat a lot quicker, because your resting metabolic rate has already adapted to the higher caloric intake and the higher carb intake. So I get why, and we're a week in, I do like it. I'm definitely not as lean as I was before, like for that week or two, but it might not look like it at all. You probably can't even tell. Also, I'm very much aware that I am not big enough to compete in like a true NPC untested competition. So I'm like, I know. I'm doing this more for myself, to say that I stepped on stage before I go to grad school, because if I don't do it before I move to London, I'm probably not going to do it for at least 2 to 3 years. And I just want to go ahead and do it, get the experience of it. So we'll see how we do, but I do know, I am aware. So for breakfast though, we're probably gonna have, I think I had 6 pieces of this French toast yesterday, which was a lot. I think I'm just gonna do 4, since it's already 10:15. If I started earlier in this morning, I actually got up, I probably wouldn't work, but we're probably gonna do 4 pieces of this bread. I'll show my Fitness Pal of what the calories are. And the plan today is, I think I want to go to Target and to go grocery shopping. And I'm gonna go to the gym. I have some clients later. So yeah, it'll be a fun day. But I'll see y'all when my food is ready. First 2 pieces going down. I am probably gonna eat, like I said, 2 more of these, but I'm gonna eat them as they are made. So that is meal number 1. All right, what's good, guys? So we have meal number 2 cooking now. We are all showered. I kind of hung out for the past hour and a half, but this is what we got going right now. Got 2 salmon fillets with a bit of Mrs. Dash seasoning. And then over here, I've got, I know I need to clean all this, but got some white rice in my rice cooker. That has honestly been a game changer with prep. So what I did was I bought a massive, like, 5-pound bag of white rice, and let me try and flip this salmon. Oop, probably could have let that cook a little. Thanks. There we go. I bought a massive 5-pound bag of white rice, and then just use my rice cooker. So I can like pre-make, you know, 250 grams of rice or 500 grams of rice, 600 grams of rice, whatever I need, all at once. And I just have a constant massive supply instead of having to buy, you know, little bags every so often. So that's a little tip. I got regular like white rice, but I think next time when I get some more, I'm definitely getting jasmine or basmati because that's my favorite. It's a little bit more expensive when I first looked, but I mean, it's gonna be worth it if I like it better. So it's currently 12:30. My plan right now is to eat this and then, love that double chin. Hello, sunlight. I'm going to eat this, the 2 salmon fillets, and probably 250 grams of white rice. I'll put the macros on the screen, the calories, and then I'm going to go tan. I think I'm planning on going to the gym around 2, and then I have clients at 5 until 7-ish, and then I will go to Target afterwards. I think that's my plan right now. So yeah, I will see y'all when my second meal is ready. All right, meal number 2 is done. We have 2 4-ounce salmon fillets. They are at the bottom, you just can't see them. And then about 500 grams of white rice. I decided to go with 500 grams instead of 250 because I did realize that I do need to get a lot more carbs in. Technically it was like 480 grams, but wiggle around. Nobody will know. All right, so I'm gonna get this down and then I will see y'all after. All right, we are on the way to tan and then the gym. Little car talk, shoot. I will not lie, I am still struggling to be truthfully happy. I'm gonna be honest. I have felt not stuck in a sense. Like, obviously I'm going to London for grad school in like 2 months. That's great. I'm very excited. But at the same time, the 2 months leading up to it seems like eternity. Eternity. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like my jobs right now. Granted, I should be grateful, I know, that I even have a job. I should be grateful that I can, you know, that I have an income, that I make money. But I don't know, I'm just ready for that next step in my life, you know? I've realized something about myself is I don't like, I'm very much type A. Like, I like schedules and I like habits, but I also thrive on change. And so I've realized that I get tired of being in one place for too long. And I've been in Auburn for 3 years now, and I'm just ready to move on with the next stage of my life. So everything about the next 2 months, I'm trying to be very grateful and very appreciative of where I am and spend the last 2 months that I have before I move overseas with my friends and seeing family. But honestly, it is so hard. And one thing I know that hasn't helped in that aspect is my faith, and I have not been as into my faith as I should be or have been in the past. Like this past semester before school ended, I have never been more into my faith than I was then. I was waking up and going to a local coffee shop, being there like by 7 a.m. every single morning, and getting into the Word every single day. And it was great. But I'm not gonna lie, I relied heavily on accountability and the guys that I was going with. And after he left for camp for the summer, or to work for the summer, I completely fell off the wagon. And I haven't gotten into the Word as much as I should. Not even close. And that was one of my things. I don't know if you saw my New Year's resolution video. That was one of the things that I wanted to fix and do every day, and I just haven't. And I know that that is also one of the reasons why I haven't been happy, because that brings me a lot of joy, and I need to find comfort, and I need to find, I don't know, I need to find peace with where I am, and a lot of that comes from God, and comes from my relationship with Him, and trusting Him, and just being very present, and knowing that I know full-heartedly that going to London is His calling for my life. And me transferring to Auburn right before my senior year at my previous university and being here for 3 years, like I know that that is also my calling. That was my plan from Him. So I know that I'm here for a reason, and I know that I'm moving to London in 2 months for a reason. But it doesn't make it any easier to actually be in the trenches, per se, in a position where you don't enjoy things. Like you don't enjoy the things that you do day-to-day basis. Going to the gym is one of my happy places. That's what I do every single day. I love it, and I will never stop doing it. But I only do it for a couple hours a day, and obviously I'm not gonna spend my entire day in the gym. It's just not realistic. And I don't know, every day is just the same, which, like I said, is very contradictory, which is also why I have an issue, because I love schedules, I love habits, but also every week is the same this summer, and it sucks. It sucks. I need change, but I also like consistency, and I also like a schedule. I don't know. That's where I'm at right now. I'm just struggling to be happy, and that's just honesty. That is just being transparent, because I have no reason not to be, and I've always been an open book. And if I continue on this channel, continue doing YouTube and at all, I want to be transparent. I want to be honest. And I honestly do think that me doing this show has helped to some degree with my eating disorder and my body dysmorphia. One, the fact that I'm even tracking calories every single day is making sure that it's like I have something to work towards. That was one of the reasons why I did the show, to be honest. I'm going all over the place. But one of the reasons I did the show was I was bored. Not even bored, I was just unhappy. I had no motivation to go to the gym. I did, well, okay. I had motivation to go to the gym, but none of my workouts were good because I wasn't working towards anything. They just felt monotonous. And so I decided to do the show also, and I was like, that's gonna give me something to work towards. It's gonna make sure that I actually eat. And I'm tracking what I'm eating, which is, as long as I have stuff to work towards, like to-do lists and stuff, I'm gonna do it, which is why I like tracking and having to track what I eat every single day, because it gives me a number to hit. And so it makes sure it's ensuring that I actually do eat every day. So to an extent, competing in this men's physique show has helped my eating disorder a lot. But it's also given me purpose, and that little bit of purpose is helping in terms of the happiness that I'm struggling to find this summer. And truthfully, I haven't been hanging out with my friends as much as I should either, and that's nobody's fault but my own. Because I realize how much I'm very introverted, and I like my alone time, but at the same time I feel guilty because I know that I'm leaving in 2 months, and I'm not giving the attention to the people who I care about the most like I should. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just in a weird place. Just in a weird place right now. But that's where we're at. So I just pulled up to the tanning place. I'm gonna go get this tan on. I will see y'all afterwards. All right, tan is complete. Let's get this lifting. Workout is done. Look, I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like poo-poo. Poo-poo. My head is throbbing. I feel achy. I don't know, but we got it done. We got it done. All right, so the plan now, it's almost 4. I have clients at 5. Just that. I have clients at 5. So I'm gonna go home, change, and then go to them. I'm probably not gonna eat anything. Look, I lied. I did not finish lunch. I still have some rice and salmon left. So I'm gonna eat that later. But after my clients though, I'm gonna head to Target. I might stop by Starbucks, because I feel like it's gonna be very hard for me to get my carbs in today, and just calories in general. So yeah, I will see y'all back at the apartment. What's good? All right, just got done with all of my clients. This lighting is bomb. Let's go. Oh, I did update on food. So in between my clients, so the gym that I work at is very close to a mall. Wow, this lighting is so good. It's in a mall pretty much. So in between my clients, I did get 2 12-count grilled nuggets, just the grilled nuggets from Chick-fil-A. So I logged that. I believe it was 200 calories each, so it's about 400 calories straight protein, and then some fat. But I'm a little bit behind. Focus. A little bit behind on my carb intake, so I did go by Starbucks as well, right across the street, and I got a chocolate croissant. The macros on that are honestly not too bad. I haven't hit my fat yet, so I could afford it. It was like 17 grams of fat, like 43 or 33 grams of carbs. So it fit, it fit into my macros just fine. So I went ahead and did that also. I think I still have like over 200 grams of carbs to eat and like 1,100, 1,200 calories. So I still got a long way to go. But because I feel like dookie, I'm gonna get a coffee at Starbucks. I'm treating myself. Also, I think the plan for tonight is a little treating myself. Not even treating myself, but because I feel like dookie, I'm gonna have a night to myself, watch the rest of Too Hot to Handle, absolute crappy reality TV, but it's so good. Yeah, but I will see y'all when I get done with Target. Excuse me. Going in for, 1 or 2 things, I'm gonna come out with 30, so nice. All right, bye. What is good, guys?
Alright, so I was so tired. Wow, this lighting is terrible. I was so tired that night. I didn't film the rest of it, but all I had to eat was, I had 2 cinnamon raisin Dave's Killer bagels. That's what I finished the night off with. So I didn't film the rest of that, but yeah, I will. I don't think I hit my carb intake, but that's okay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.